How's it going, guys? Arto here, and today I'm bringing you a Khazix game. This game is gonna be very different because instead of like a full-on domination, I just felt like I didn't do much, and then I was still strong with their whatever was happening in the game, and my power curve, and not just mine, but my whole team's power curve allowed us to just straight up win this game. And it was actually very funny because we were getting destroyed during the early game. Darius was getting destroyed. I mean, I was not getting destroyed, but then Fizz was getting killed. The bot lane was not doing too hot. So at the end of the day, this was a very weird game, and as long as you can keep up with the power curve and being strong whether you're winning or losing, I feel like you're gonna still be able to win the game, as you're gonna be able to see here. So again, as always, as 99.9% of the time, I'm just gonna be full clearing. I'm gonna full clear towards top because I feel that this Darius needs to be playing really aggressive during the early game. I kind of have some setup during the bot lane and then in the bot lane, but then on the mid lane it's gonna be a lot of aggression too. So I kind of want to activate myself during the early game. But then I wanted to finish up my red into doing Scuttle Crab. But then right here, my Fizz dies. And then it's like, okay, And again, that is something that I should have seen. And then I should have tree camped into going mid lane because that is something that I saw. They were like going back and forth a lot. So that was basically a huge mistake that I made. And not just that, but my bot lane also got killed too. So not looking good already. And then right here I have a really good gank on the top lane. Nasus is actually very low, very weak, and I'm gonna be in a position to actually dive him, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. But then sadly this Darius is gonna be able to just finish it out. And again, I don't really feel like he needed to die there. I feel like if he just waited for me, he would not have died and everything would have come out okay. But hey, people accelerate themselves. So at this point I just finished up my full clear into going for Grump, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and maybe full clear my jungle again because bot lane is not gonna be in a position to actually do something, or just do my wolves, do my raptors. And that is something that a lot of players are afraid of doing. People are very, very afraid of just farm because they think, oh, I'm not impacting the map or anything. So at the end of the day, just don't do that. And then if you start getting flamed on, just mute people, because at the end of the day, my mid lane is losing already 2-0 versus 0-2. And you guys are going to be able to see, I think I even make a mistake versus this set, and I give him another kill. So you really need to be careful when you're in this position where your whole team is basically losing, because if you get counter ganked or you make one mistake, it's going to be your demise. So right here I'm gonna be checking up on where Fiddlesticks is. I'm just gonna see if there's any wards here because I feel like this guy is overextending, and then I go for him. But then right here the Fizz doesn't follow up for some reason. I flash, but then he goes back into the shadow, so it was a terrible flash. It was a complete bronze mistake. And then right here I thought that he used his ultimate, but then he just straight up W's and flashes, and that's not good because at the end of the day he got executed because I had no reaction time to actually hit him. So this game is going from bad to worse. It's 9-1 during the early game. Fiddlesticks just saw me dying, so he goes for the dragon. And at this point, I'm kind of crying already. But, I know that as long as I can keep up with the power and everything, I know that this game, is still winnable. As long as you're strong, the game will always be winnable. If you get to that 30-minute mark, and, if you get to that 30-minute mark and, one mistake from the enemy team, you're definitely going to be able to win that. So that's just basically going to be my hope at this point. I don't really feel like we're going to be able to win the early game. And the mid game is kind of doomed during team fights, because if this Nasus gets really tanky, then this Fiddlesticks with the Area of Effect ultimate is going to be really aggressive. It's going to be really, really tough. So right here I see the Nasus. I kind of want to go on Fiddlesticks. And then I'm able to kill him. But then now the Nasus is going to be able to kill me, and then he's going to chase the Darius. So, but Fizz comes in, we're going to be able to kill the Nasus. I get the assist. I'm actually kind of happy on that trade. But then, Fizz gets the shutdown. They overgreed themselves, and this is why, guys. This is why you technically just tend to not lose faith, right? Because look at these people giving shutdowns left and right, which is very, very good for us. So right here, Seraphine, another shutdown for me. She's just backing, not respecting anything because she thinks that she already won lane, so there's nothing she has to respect. And someone who was maybe 0-2, I am 2-2-1, 67 and 10, which is not horrible. Could be definitely better. But then I died twice. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's very, very good. So right here, this Fisk baits the set. I'm able to get that kill. Obviously, I'm going to be taxing a little bit. I'm going to go for Scuttle Crab. I'm keeping an eye on the top lane because I feel like it's very, very weak. But then there are no minions, so I'm just going to wait for that a little bit. And then right here, while the minions go there, I'm going to go ahead and do the Gromp. And then I'm going to try to steal Wolves. At this point, I'm just waiting for Darius to push to actually complete that gank off the top lane. But for some reason, you know, he's able to solo it again. And it's like, okay, you know, I'm going to open up for Herald. And I'm not going to lie. This Herald, it's a little bit complicated or a little bit... it's a little bit risky. Because even though Fiddlesticks' bottom lane, Zed is really strong. So he could kill me if he rotates. But then again, he's not going to rotate. They might go for the dragon. So I'm just going to go ahead and back, finish up my mythic item. Going to go Serrated Dirk. And slowly but surely, I'm regaining position into this game where I'm going to be able to assassinate people. They're all squishy except for Nasus. So, you know, it's going to be really good for me. Yes, they got a Notion and an Infernal Dragon. Yeah, that's true. They're actually dominating the lane, but that's technically what happens, right? Sometimes you got to concede things so that you can actually come back into the game and just straight up win. So... people tend to be contesting those when they shouldn't, and that's kind of what kills them. So you really need to be careful, guys. So right here, my main point is just to throw Herald here. You know, this set tries to go for a kill. He does, and he kills me, and then he kills the Fist too. But at the end of the day, you know, we were able to get the platings, which is pretty good. And then that's it. That's why you technically are scared. Fiddlesticks, you know, these people overextend. Fiddlesticks comes in, he kills the Fist, and, you know, one good thing, two bad things, you know, one step forward, two step backwards. But at the end of the day, you know, we're still in it. I don't feel like people were tilted. I mean, I don't really know because I was technically just full muting everyone because everybody was flaming. But yeah, like right here, I'm going to be snatching this up. It's something that is very good for me that they're going to try to commit to that. And, you know, there's no reason for them to commit to this, right? They want to kill me, but at the end of the day, you know, what do they want to kill me for? So that was actually very good for me. I just snatch up that Seraphine kill. I can definitely keep farming, and I'm actually, you know, very, very happy about that. So I see Zed, but then I don't really want to kill Zed. What I want is this huge wave that is down here. And yeah, people are fighting down there, but I'm just straight up focusing on trying to get as strong as I can so that, you know, maybe one team fight could change the tide of the game. And that's what I'm looking for. And I notice, like, one wave into camps, into the next wave. Like, do not waste a single second so that you guys can keep up going upwards in power. Because notice that even though Fiddlesticks is having a lot of impact on the map, he is level 10 and I'm level 12 already. So that's going to help me out a lot in terms of the things that I'm going to be able to do in that game. So right here, you know, I see that they're all top lane. I'm thinking either I go there or I push mid lane tier 2. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and push mid lane tier 2. But then this Fiddlesticks, I know that he's there because it was taking my ward down there. We try to set a pick with my W, but then there's nothing going on. Oh yeah, by the way, the only reason why I leveled up my W is because I feel like I'm not going to have a reset. You know, because they're very, very strong. So I just want to play it safe with my W. And obviously, I've been testing out Q into W, which, you know, it's actually very comfortable. I'm not gonna lie, I've been enjoying it a lot. So I get my Umbral because, guys, you need to control vision even more when you guys are losing because your whole jungle is gonna be completely warded and you don't want to be getting caught up like that. So I got my Umbral Glaive. And then I'm going to be building a little bit defensive. You know, these people want to fight for some reason. It's like, no, you guys cannot fight that because, you know, Dragon is coming up. And right here, as you can see, like, there's so many wards down there. Like, there's so much vision. I know that there's a pixel bush, and then now they want to chase me. And it's like, no, don't chase me. I'm just cleaning up vision. But then, you know, they actually want to go for Herald. I try to look for stuff. I kind of want to assassinate someone there, but then they were, like, all clumped up and grouped. And then right here on the set, I thought that I was going to be able to get the kill, but then I didn't. You know, God bless Ruby Crystal that I bought because I'm going Black Cleaver. And then, you know, that actually helped me a lot in terms of actually surviving there. And now, yes, they're going to get a Herald, but I'm going to keep farming. And it's going to be really, really bad for them because as you can already see, 324, 125 for Fiddlesticks, but then 147, 431 for me. So at the end of the day, we're growing. And I'm, you know, punishing those mistakes that these people are making. Look at this set. He wants to go on Darius because he thinks that he's really strong. And it's like, bro, everybody's here. Thank you for the kill. And, you know, slowly but surely, they're making huge mistakes that we're going to be able to capitalize and eventually come back into this game. So right here, obviously, I'm going to go ahead and try to take this tier 2. Yeah, they're pushing our tier 2 mid, but then we're taking a tier 2 bottom, which is, you know, worth it. But then now I see that they throw the Herald, and I immediately have to back because I don't want them to take my whole base with just one Herald. So I immediately back. I start building up towards my Black Cleaver. I get the HP, I get the CDR boots so that I can spam those Ws because I don't want that Nasus running my whole team down. And then right here, you know, just cleaning up vision again, throwing Ws here and there whenever I can, so I can, you know, just keep them at bay, really, because I don't really want to be doing much. This Fiddlestick just tries to come in, but then there's nothing he can do about me because I'm just way too slippery. He throws ultimate, but then Darius is right here. Thank you very much for the free kill. Notice how every single time they've been trying to do something, it's been failing. Why? Because they're forcing, and when you're forcing stuff to be done, like, this is exactly what happens. We just killed the jungler, we just killed the support. You know, it's a 3v5 overall. You know, don't mind if I do take this Baron. Because remember, guys, every single fight after, you know, 15, you should be getting something. And then, yeah, we could definitely push for tier 2 or tier 1 top or tier 3 bottom. But at the end of the day, you know, Baron is closer. This will help us in terms of everything else. So it's going to be really good. Kind of wanted to kill Kaisa, but then I saw 4 people down there. And it's like, okay, you know, I don't really want any of that. So, yeah. Trying to save Sena over here. And then, you know, just throwing my Ws to disengage. And, you know, that Baron was actually very good. So now that's going to help us out in terms of actually coming back into the game. And now, you know, Dragon is spawning. We don't really want to give them soul because they're very reliant on their ultimates. They have less ultimates now. You know, it's going to be kind of sad. So I'm just going to go ahead and try. You know, I'm going to try my best to, you know, poke them out. You know, this set tries to come for me, but then there's nothing he can do because he doesn't understand that I am one level ahead. And then, you know, we kill everyone. My whole team did a great job of actually winning that fight. And of that, remember, guys, you need to push something, and then we're going to go ahead and try to get the tier 3. In the meanwhile, while they're pushing their wave, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and chill with these, you know, 2 camps, 3 camps. Because at the end of the day, you know, it's not worth it to stay there just doing nothing. It's always better to keep going. But then my whole team retreated. We got nothing out of the fight aside from the dragon. And, you know, I'm kind of happy that we got the dragon, and that's basically what we were looking for. But then I feel like we would have been able to get maybe, you know, more stuff. Maybe mid lane tier 2 or something. But at the end of the day, minions take top tier 1, which is very, very nice. So right here, Darius wants to fight. I mean, Nasus wants to fight the Darius, and it's like, nope, we're here, boy. He has a team. And then right here, Fiddlestick just straight up throws. You know, thank you very much for the double kill into tier 2, maybe tier 3. And slowly but surely, look at how we are climbing up into the game. A game that was technically like 1-9 during the early game already is 25-21. And even though it's not even, look at the gold. Like, the gold is completely on our favor. You know, 46.7 versus 50.8. It's like a 4k difference, even though they have more kills. And you can already see the main difference, and it all comes down to the CSing. You can see that Darius farming better, I'm farming better, and even though support in mid lane and bot lane are kind of even, you know, I'm not doing bad. You know, Darius is recovering very nicely, Fizz is recovering very nicely, and even though my bot lane is 1-5, we're still able to out pressure everything because at the end of the day, you know, we're still very strong. I am very strong. Darius is getting very strong, so it's gonna be a pain for them to actually, you know, notice us. So I get my wings, I get level 16 here, and I kind of wanted to stop the Nasus because I don't want him to take our whole base while we're fighting. He TPs, and then, you know, Darius straight up just go crazy, and he gets a Quadra, and I'm actually very, very happy about that. And again, you know, this is the importance, guys. This is the importance of keeping up the mental. If this Darius, you know, just mental boomed, everything would have been really, really bad. And it just gets to show how this game is straight up a mental game. Because this game was, what, 9-1, you know, you just chill it out. I just straight up full muted everyone. I don't know if they're flaming, I don't know if they're keeping their mental, I don't really know their mental state. But then I see that everybody's, you know, intentionally still playing. So, because they are, you know, it's very good. So right here, I try to pick up the thing. I get feared for like 10 years, and I had no reaction to come in. But then my whole team is here. We were able to finish up the job between Fizz, Ultimate, and Darius, and that's it. So right here, as you guys can see, sadly, the minions are in the mid wave, so there's nothing that they're going to be able to get. They're going to get a tier 1. I'm technically pinging them for them to go for the tier for the top lane or the Baron, but then, you know, Dragon is up, and I was like, okay, you know, don't let them get sold, just go for the Dragon. Fizz is gonna go top lane, and, you know, I just want to secure the fact that we get the Dragon. I'm gonna try to deny vision around the Baron because I don't have any sort of wards or any positioning to put any wards. But notice, guys, I'm, you know, actually very strong. Level 17, Fiddlestick is 14, Nasus is 14, set is 17, is 15. So at the end of the day, I'm actually very, very strong, even though it was a rocky beginning. So as you can already see, guys, don't lose your mental. That's just basically the name of this game. So yeah, we killed the set. That's gonna give us a free Baron, and that's it. So yeah, that was the game. You know, it's just gonna be taking the Baron, one team fight, and we win. So yeah, as always, let me know what you guys want me to play next. Stay healthy, drink lots of water, and have fun on the Rift, guys. See you in the next video.